This is amazing. You are literally like my musical soulmate.
Hello, dear friends and listeners. I bet you were not expecting to hear from me this soon. It's me, Lily, your friend, your host, one of them anyway. I'm here without Adam because I just wanted to do a quick little thing. I am recording this mere hours before you're hearing it. That's just kind of the way that I do stuff. You know me by now if you've listened for a long time. If not, welcome. This is not the first episode of Sad Kids Record Society, although if you can even believe your eyes and you're already subscribed to the podcast, you'll notice that the stuff has changed. We're officially out and into the new era, and it's a little weird. It is a little weird, I do have to admit, but hey, things must change and things must happen, and we sally forth adventurously into the great abyss we call music and podcasting. What am I saying? What am I talking about? Do I even know anymore? No, probably not. But who cares? Now, here's the thing. The reason why you're hearing this is because I did want to refresh your feed ahead of things and put a little post on there so that you do know that if you are subscribed to this podcast, you will see the updates and know that it is here. But I do have some reminders for you, because on December 25th, that is Christmas. If you do not celebrate Christmas, you're still going to get a cool episode of the podcast on the December 25th, which I believe this year is a Thursday. So happy Thursday if you don't celebrate Christmas. Sorry. You're going to get that. And we are going to talk a little bit about it, but me and Adam have made a decision, and we are going to unshackle ourselves from the song Feels Like Christmas. And I know that might be disappointing to some, but I think along with the show moving forward with a broader spectrum of things, our Christmas special must also move forward with things. No, like I said, we are going to be talking about it briefly as a segue into probably more other things. But in the spirit of our very first season of Sad Kids Record Society, the Christmas special this year is going to be about the My Chemical Romance All I Want for Christmas Is You cover, which feels pretty apropos, as it were, given that our first season is covering the Black Parade. So we're going to do that for the Christmas special. December 25th, we're going to talk about All I Want for Christmas Is You by My Chemical Romance, and there's a small chance we might sprinkle in some other covers of that song in there. Maybe even talk about the original a little bit. Who can say? I can say. That's basically, I can say. Regardless, we'll do that for the Christmas special, and then we will be back, like I said, on April 7th, like we have said this whole time, April 7th, to have our very first episode, which will, again, be about the Rolling Stones' 250 greatest songs of the 21st century so far. Hope you're excited. We're launching immediately into our coverage of Black Parade after that. We'll talk about programming and how the episode structures are going to work. We're going back to doing multiple songs per episode for the most part, and that is being done deliberately and with strategy because we discussed some stuff, but we will talk about that when the time comes. Until then, you can subscribe to us on YouTube because we will be doing video episodes still. YouTube.com/@Sad Kids Record Society. Our overview episodes are going to be video episodes. Our ranking episodes are going to be video episodes. Our deep cut episodes are going to be video episodes. Our holiday specials are going to be episodes, and our special bonus podcast that we discussed that we're going to be calling the Cold Open, which is going to be our monthly place where we talk about just anything we want, just like the old Cold Opens for the old podcast. Those are also going to be video episodes. And you did hear me right, monthly. We did finally determine the cadence for when we're going to release those, and we felt like a monthly would be a doable thing. So hope you're ready for that. Though that's going to probably come, our first one we're going to do likely at the beginning of May, just to kind of get in the rhythm of doing the podcast for a month. And then come May, we'll release our first Cold Open episode. But all of those episodes, those types of episodes are going to be video episodes. So definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@ Sad Kids Record Society if you have not already. You could also subscribe to the podcast there. We did that a little bit back, so the RSS feed immediately pushes audio episodes to YouTube. If you want to listen to it on YouTube Music, you can do that as well. And again, we have an Instagram now. Instagram is at Sad Kids Record Society. Follow us there. We're going to be posting season announcements and memes and stuff, pictures that are shared with us and images and all kinds of stuff throughout the life of the podcast. We're going to post there. That's also going to be probably the best place for you to get announcements about whether or not we have to skip a week, which we hopefully don't have to do very often, but it happens. Life happens. So we may have to skip a week here and there. And that's where we're going to put those now. We're not going to release special episodes anymore. To just like little, like the 30-second to a minute clips of me being like, oh, I'm sick and I can't do it. So Instagram, that's going to be where that news is going to be. So please follow us there. And lastly, you can always still email us if you would like, if that's your preferred method. I know not everybody has an Instagram, so you can email us. The email is still at thediscopod@gmail.com, and that will not be changing, although the profile image and the name you see has changed to Sad Kids Record Society on the email. The email address is still at thediscopod@gmail.com. So you can always still email us there if that's how you would like to chat with us. And, yeah, we're going to be recording, as you're hearing this on December 1st. We're going to be recording the Christmas episode sometime next week. So sometime the week of December 8th through the 12th, we're going to record the Christmas special, because that very next week after that is going to be hectic for us getting ready for Christmas. And then I am leaving the state to go be with family at the end of that third week of December. So next week is going to be the only time that we really have to record the Christmas special. So that's going to be what it is. So expect that at the end of December. We can't wait to drop that and talk about All I Want for Christmas Is You by My Chemical Romance with y'all. Can't wait for April 7th to come back and do the podcast in earnest. And that's really about all I have to say. So I will talk with everybody later. I hope hearing from me was a treat and not a jump scare. If it wasn't a treat, then I'm sorry. It is what it is. Anyway, I declare this very early meeting of the Sad Kids Record Society closed. Love you, bye.
Did I listen to pop music because I was miserable? Or was I miserable because I listened to pop music?